Hey, thanks everyone for being here at the USA Crypto Group, attending this AMS session with Strike Crypto. Strike Crypto is an NFT game on the blockchain for the people who are passionate about bowling and at the same time earn money and have fun playing the game. Like always, this AMS session is for research purposes only. This is not a financial advice, and there is no commitment to the team. With that, I'd like to welcome Felipe from Strike Crypto. Felipe, if you can start out, introduce yourself, give us an overview of the vision of the project. Then I'd like you to introduce your team as well. Then we go from there.
All right. So my name is Felipe. Very pleased to be here with you guys today. Basically, someone that has been working on the crypto space has been actually a year from now. I've started pretty much on May 2021. The bull run we had on May 2021, actually one of the best times for crypto. But going overall from the team, we have Wesley, which is our CEO. We have Sarah, that is our CFO. Andre, which is our CMO, and Kleber, which is our social media manager. We have, I guess, Wesley and Sarah here. They'll be here in the voice chat with me, but they're not speaking. I'll be doing all kind of talking. So about the team, we pretty much teamed up 4 years ago. So we found a token 4 years ago that was community driven. We saw that there was no community behind it, so we decided to go up together and actually manage this token, actually manage how the community behind this token, the marketing, everything came from us, and we'll be actually able to make it up to 5,000 holders and 5 million market cap. This was the first token we actually made, quotation marks, and we've been deciding so far that it is way better to have a token that we created, the contract all itself. So this is when it started Strike Crypto project. And we'll be going on since about a year from now. And what is Strike Crypto? Strike Crypto is a game NFT. It's a play to earn. As you all remember, all the play to earn is our game is destined for people who love esport, for love bowling, and of course, it will be very rewarding for those who are actually experienced at bowling, because many of the things of our game, the core part of our game, it would be to hone on your skills. So to prove your skills, I actually have a video here that I want to share to you guys before we start. It is a video of our gameplay of our game on VR. Let me see here if I can send it to the lounge so everyone can see it. So as you guys can see here, it's a video showing us our gameplay. As you can see, this is very, very similar to Kinect or Wii U gameplay. It will require skills from you. It's not just you're going to click it and this will be coming over gains over to reality. You'll be receiving rewards just by clicking it. No, you actually need to make some effort to win on a game, actually make strikes, as they say in bowling. But as an introduction,
Felipe, before we go on, okay, I do see a video there. Okay, the room was just moving too quick. I missed that, but I do see it now. So yeah, thanks for that.
And no problem. And basically, by introduction, is like that. Will be a game on the Binance Smart Chain, and everything you need to have is, of course, MetaMask on a web browser. Everything will be doing by the web browser, but the Metaverse, which is the VR, the gameplay on VR, as you guys are seeing right now on the video I just shared in the chat, which looks very, very nice. Yeah, it's something. Anything else you guys wanted to ask, Saru?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so thanks for that video. Yeah, so the graphic is really cool on that one. So like you mentioned, it's being played through the VR. I guess before we get to the basic stuff regarding the video, how realistic would you say?
It will be extremely realistic. We are actually looking on the physics. As you can see here, the gravity, the physics behind the ball is actually pretty much like a bowling game itself. I would say that developing the physics of the ball of the game is one of the hardest parts as a VR. But pretty much, yeah, if you are already someone professional at bowling, you will be doing very, very well in this game. For people that don't actually have any bowling place near your house, your city, this game will be actually a good opportunity for you to take it firsthand.
Oh, that's really awesome. Oh, that's really awesome. So for the people who are very new to bowling, they can actually learn how to play in the game as well as for the experienced people. Correct?
Yeah, it'd be like a two-way. You not only be able to receive money from playing the rewards, but you also will be able to develop your skills doing bowling, or ever experienced firsthand what it is to do bowling. And I gotta say, it's pretty realistic, everything you do. Because I did pretty bad on this game, and I'm pretty bad at bowling.
You know, me too. I'm learning, but you know, like it's actually a very it's an amazing concept. You know, I have not heard of it before in the space, but if you think about it, you know, everyone has played bowling once in their life, one way or the other. It's a very fun, entertaining game. So yeah, I think the concept is huge. All right, so I'd like to get to the basic first before we go into detail on other things. So right now, you guys are going through a private sale right now. When is that? When is that starting, and where would it be at?
The private sale will be ours actually has already started. We will be opening up our press sale on Genpad. We actually have a link on our website for the press sale on our Telegram. Let me see here if I can find it for you guys. But we are be launching it on Genpad. We'll be starting our press sale on Genpad. So we'll be starting it on the 20th of July, and we'll be ended up on the 23rd of July. And 23rd of July, we'll be actually launching everything. We'll be actually launching the PVE and the token on PancakeSwap. But the PVP will actually take a month or so to develop so we can take it live. But on Genpad, you can actually check it out and see our other truth here as well. Let me just take it up for you guys.
Perfect. Yeah, I thanks for correcting me. I wanted to ask you about the pre-sale, but in regard to the private sale, Felipe, how much did you guys raise for your private sale?
Let me check here with the team because it is the first time someone is asking it to me. Sarah, quanto que vocês tiraram para private sale?
É 5%.
Não, ele tá falando tipo, quanto vocês conseguiram pegar em BNB.
Na private sale foram 50 BNBs.
All right, so Sarah said here it was 15 BNB on the private sale. We actually was able to take up for the private sale.
Perfect. So you did 15 BNB for your private sale, and how many BNB are you guys raising for your pre-sale?
Let me check here because I have some problems with Genpad right now. Sarah, você tem o link da Genpad aí para mim para poder mandar, por favor?
Sim. Você prefere que eu te mando aqui direto ou lá no nosso grupo?
No outro grupo, por favor.
Tá.
Right here, I have on the Genpad sale. Still having problems with the Genpad for some reason. All right, so we have 35 BNB of total contribution on the Genpad. I'm sending the link to you guys here on the chat. Sorry for that. For some reason, Genpad was blocking my connection. Don't know why. I had to open it in another browser. So our soft cap is actually 35 BNB, but we don't have a hard cap, so it go as far as it can.
Okay, so the soft cap is 35 BNB. Okay, sounds good. Now, do you have the initial market cap there, Felipe? An estimated initial cap would be?
Yeah, the estimated starting market cap. Let me see here. Sarah, vocês têm mais ou menos quanto seria o market cap inicial?
Não, porque vai ser for launch, né? Mas acredito que é aproximadamente uns $300 mil, mais ou menos.
All right, so we're about $3,100 of market cap, but we actually don't know for certain because it's a far launch. So as the far launch goes in, gets filled, the starting market cap will be different from what we expect. But something around 300,000.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Perfect. And you guys are doxed and also audited as well. What company did you guys go through for your audit?
We actually have gone with CoinSuit for our audit. And you can check it out on the Gempad, or if you guys want, I also posting our audit here in the chat. So you guys can check it out, our audit in the CoinSuit.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. Now that's out of the way. So just to recap that, looks like the pre-sale, guys, is going on Gempad on July 20th. Okay, the soft cap is at 35 BNB, and it is a fair launch. So I guess the market cap, the initial market cap, it all depends on how much they will raise. But around, I would say around 300,000, that's what they say for the starting market cap. Perfect. All right. Now, let's get to the fun stuff.
All right.
So Felipe, to start out, you kind of touched on it a little bit. So it looks like it is a game through a VR, correct? And could you go in depth on how a person can get going? What do they need to do as far as how many tokens they have to hold, and whether it's an NFT? How does a person participate in a match, or how does a person get going on your game?
All right. So first things first, you need, of course, to buy a ball or your NFT in our shop. It will be at the shop strike when the game is online. It will be one NFT, in this case, one lucky box will cost 500,000 tokens, STR tokens for you to buy. So you just need to buy one box. You just need to buy one NFT, and so you're ready to go. It's like there's everything you need. You can have as many NFTs as you like. Of course, as many NFTs as we have in the supply that you can have minted. And we have actually 4 rarities of the NFTs. We have the tier 1 NFT, which is the classic NFT, the common one. We have the tier 2, which is the rare NFT. We have tier 3, which is the epic NFT. And we have the last tier, which is the supreme NFT. And of course, the more rare of all of them 4. You just have a 3% chance of getting a supreme NFT for any kind of boxes. The drop rate for each NFT is on a white paper if you guys want to check it out. But as hard the NFT is, of course, the more rewards you'll be gaining, the more times of plays you can do with that kind of ball.
Okay, so you say to start, you have to hold 5,000 STR tokens, which is your native token, correct? Then you also have to buy an NFT. And that NFT represent a rarity, right? Which determines how many games you can play, and also what kind of rewards you'll be getting back. Is that correct?
Yeah, basically, actually, 5,000 will be the price of the box. The initial box will be 5,000. Between the rarities of the NFTs, if you have a classic NFTs, you can do about 5 plays, or it means 5 matches. You can do, and as much as, of course, as high the rarity goes, you can do play any more times. You can do many more matches. And supreme one, which is last tier, the most hard tier, you can go for 7 plays or 7 matches in a single day. And after the single day, you can not play anymore, and you have to wait 24 hours. And after wait 24 hours, you actually need to play 10 tokens in your native tokens, which is STR, so you can refresh your daily plays.
Okay, so I just want to clarify for those who are listening right now, the NFT that you're talking about, the NFT represent a bowling ball, correct? So
yes, exactly.
You have, okay, so the NFT represent a bowling ball, so pretty much you have to buy the tokens, which is, you say, 5,000 tokens, and then you go buy a box. That box, there's an NFT in it, which represent a bowling ball, and that bowling ball. Now, can a person pick what type of bowling ball they want to get, or just pretty much give you randomly, because you say there's different level to the rarity of the bowling ball? How can a person acquire a specific bowling ball?
We actually have 8 different types of bowling balls. We have the rarities, of course, and the types. The types are actually different in color and some attributes, but mostly in color. So you can have like a classic black ball, a classic purple ball, a classic red ball, and so on and so on. But of course, as up the hierarchy goes, the more details your ball you have, the cooler it will look like. Like there's a Supreme ball who actually is made of diamond. It looks like diamonds, and it's pretty cool. We have some balls featuring in our website. If you go down there, you can see we are showing there are some balls you can see how they will look like. So we have some classics balls, some hair balls, some epic balls. You can see they're very different one another.
Okay, so now each ball represent like the durations of time, like, or how many matches a person can play. Is that right? And it dictates like how much rewards you're getting back. Is that what they're designed to do?
Yeah, actually, correcting myself. The variable, the more amount of matches you can do, the more amount of plays you can have, you can make. So with the classic ball, you can only make 4, but with the Supreme ball, you can actually have 7. You can play 7 times. You can have 7 matches.
Okay, that sounds pretty straightforward. So you get some tokens, you get an NFT. The NFT represent a bowling ball. The NFT is determined, the time that you can play or the matches you can play is based on the rarity of the NFT, right? So now, once a player gets all that, and how do the rewards work?
All right. So when you receive a reward for playing, we actually have a ranking, of course, how high people can go in the ranking, and the rewards would actually be decided in the ranking. So if you do a lot of strikes, if you do a lot of points, you strike a large amount of pins down, you actually have a higher ranking. The top 1 ranking on every match, you're actually receiving 100 tokens and 320 XP. Second place, we receive 75 tokens and 250 XP. The third ranking will be receiving 50 tokens and 200 XP. The fourth ranking will be receiving 35 and 140 XP. And the last place, would be the 50 ranking, will receive no tokens but 100 XP. So it's basically like that. You want to do as many strikes as possible. You want to strike down as many pins as possible to receive the most amount of tokens and XP. So pretty skill-based.
Okay, so you say they receive the token XP. What is XP? What does that represent? So it looks like the rewards, they give you 2 different types of tokens. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So the XP is actually experience. Your experience will be used, of course, to level up your ball, your NFT, and it will increase the value of your NFT to be more expensive, because people will see that this NFT actually have been played for a more long time, and so it gives it more value.
Okay, so you get your token based on your NFT or the ball or how many games you play, and you receive the tokens. And also, not only you receive the native tokens, but you also get an XP token, which represent the level of experience that you have, right? And the XP token, now, can the people redeem the XP token, or is that something that cannot be redeemed?
And no. The only token will be redeemed is STR, which is the reward token. It's the only thing people will be redeeming. People would be actually trading on PancakeSwap. The experience tokens is just something that's inside of the game, and you cannot take it out.
What is the reason for accumulating XP token?
The experience tokens in this case, it would be to level up your ball. And of course, as I said, it will give more variety to your ball. You can see that we have levels, and we actually be having some levels to be able to match up people to do matchmaking. Like we don't have someone being a lower level going up to someone which is a higher level. If someone is of a higher level, of course, these people will be actually, it will be unfair. It will be something unfair because someone which has a higher level actually playing more, or it's more experienced at the game itself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So good. So the XP token is just pretty much for you to level up your bowling ball in a way, right? Your NFT, and which in turn, the better NFT or the bowling ball you have, you get better rewards from that. Correct?
Exactly.
Sounds great. All right. Yeah, so it looks like your ranking, you have 1 to 5 ranking. The ranking, could you speak on the ranking a little bit there, Felipe?
Yes, of course. So the ranking will go up as the number of of pins you strike down. So the amount of you be going on strikes, like you do a strike, I guess that's what is called on bowling, if I remember very well. But let's say you do something flawless. You just go perfect. Just do all the strikes. You get all the pins down on one go. You'll be on top one. You'll be on the first rank, and you'll receive the most amount of tokens. Of course, you're being the first one to do all that. So, like, let's say the second person is actually take some time to strike everything down. They'll be like on second ranking. It's like by time and speed. And of course, the skill, because you need to just take down all pins in a single strike.
Oh, I see. So it depends on what you do during the game. It has different ranking, and you earn tokens based on your burst, I guess, based on your skill set in a way.
Yeah, basically, this is for PvP.
Very interesting. That's actually very interesting. You guys really thought this out to the detail. Yeah, so you guys really trying to mimic like real life game in a way.
Yeah, it's actually a real competition.
Very interesting. All right, sounds great. Now the NFT, like let's say if I acquire a ball or an NFT, a bowling ball and NFT, is that something that I have? Can I trade it? Can I rent it out? What can I do with it?
Of course, and in your roadmap, we actually have the marketplace. Our marketplace will be doing on the third quarter of 2022. Just as the PvP mode will be launching out, we'll be having our marketplace launching as well. On the marketplace, everyone can trade their NFTs, everyone can trade their bowling balls. And of course, the price will be entirely developed on the numbers of balls that have on the market. So if we have less Supreme balls, of course, it will be more valuable because the supply is lower and so the demand is higher.
And you said the marketplace is already out?
No, not out already. We'll be going up for him in the third quarter of 2022. As soon as we have our PvP mode as well. So something about 1 month from now.
Oh, okay. So around 1 month from now. Okay, that sounds great. Sounds great. Now, did I miss anything in regards to how to get started and also the rewards and the ranking? Felipe, is there anything else you want to cover?
Right. One thing I want to cover is that, of course, the way how to play is very, very simple. Everything you need to do is have a web browser and, of course, a MetaMask connected. You have to have an account on MetaMask. And after you buy your tokens, it will be displayed on your MetaMask, and you can claim it in our website and spend it in your shop, your Strike shop. So you can buy your ball and start playing. And, of course, the way how to play it, there is a manual in our website, but is really, really straightforward. You just need to strike as many pins as possible and throw the ball.
Yeah, I think this is a great concept for those that love bowling, but I do see the investment side of it as well. So you pretty much play the game. You get some tokens, play the game. You get the NFT represent the bowling ball, and that represent how many matches you can play or the time frame you can play. Then based on your skill set, you earn not only you earn the native token that you can redeem for USD, a stable coin, but you also can earn the XP token, seems like, which XP token represent the level of experience that you have. And with that XP token, you can upgrade your NFT. So that helps you in the next game. Very straightforward, very simple, very straightforward. And you have ranking based on your skill set, on what you do, how you knock out those pins. Yeah, so it's actually, so I guess what they're trying to do is really mimic real life bowling. The concept is big. All right, so let's go into your tokenomics. Looks like I do see that you have 8% tax. Is that 8% total, or is that 8% the buy to sell? Can you go in depth on that?
Of course. So here, let me just ask the team very quickly about it, because I shouldn't know if it's 8% total tax or if there's split or something. Sara, a taxa de vocês, no caso, quanto que vai ser de venda e de compra?
É 10%.
Tanto para venda quanto para compra?
Sim, por enquanto sim, a gente pensa em diminuir, com o longo do projeto a gente pensa em diminuir as taxas.
So I talked to Sarah here. Actually, our taxes is 10 on selling, and 10% are selling, and 10% are buying. But we actually are looking forward to make these taxes lower. So for now, it will be 10-10, but in the near future, it will actually be lower.
Oh, okay. Now, I'm not sure you have the breakdown of those tokenomic or the tax on that. If you can, not right now, if you don't have it, Felipe, but if you can send it to the room on the tax breakdown, that'd be great. So we're gonna see what percent is dedicated to the LP, what percent is dedicated to development or the team, etc. That would be helpful for us to understand.
No, I don't have that right now, but I asked the team here on another chat, so we don't have to stop in the middle of it.
You don't have to do it now if you don't have it. But if you guys have that, just go ahead and send it to our Telegram room. That'd be great.
And no problem. If you want to ask another question, something really important here too that I forgot to mention. Sorry about that. Is on our white paper here we have actually the claim. For you, if you want to claim it, if you want to claim the tokens on the first day you earn the tokens, you actually have 15% of the total claim value taken up as a fee. And as the days go forward, you actually have paid lesser and lesser fees. So in the first day you receive the rewards. If you want to claim it, you'll actually be paying half of the price as a fee. In the second day, you'll be 40%. In the third day, it will be 30%. In the third day, it will be 30%. In the fourth day, it will be 20%. In the 50th day, it will be 10%. And from the sixth day forward, you have no claiming fees, no taxes on claiming your tokens. We did that so we actually ensure a longevity of the project and, of course, a healthy balance for the rewards of the tokens.
Sounds great. Now, I do want to clarify when you say claim, like claim your native token or actual selling of the native token, converting to USD.
It will be actually claiming the tokens to your MetaMask because as you'll be playing, you see that you have your tokens on the website. When you have you go to the main page, you have like your NFTs, you have the play buttons there, and you see your tokens. There will be a button saying claim. You'll be claiming those tokens to your MetaMask. So if they're not in the MetaMask yet, you'll be claiming it through the MetaMask. So when you click that claim button, it will actually be taken over some fees if you do it on the first day and not wait 2 days for the claiming fee to go lower.
What is the thinking behind it? Because I would think that people get penalty if they actually sell the token, but just to claim the token, like you say on the first day, 50%, just by claiming the token to your MetaMask. What was the thought process behind that?
To actually ensure not only the longevity of the token, but also will make it more healthier. Because if you just take it over for everyone to claim your tokens in the first day, we see it with a lot of another play-to-earn projects. They liberate the claiming tokens on the first day, and there is some whale. There's people who have actually a lot of tokens on their hands, a lot of NFTs. They bought too much, and then you actually dump the shark. They actually claim a lot of tokens, a lot of rewards until you just dump the shark. If we actually wait for this time, we have more volume on the chart. We can have more buy pressure. So these sells don't actually become a problem in the near future.
I see. So ultimately, it's pretty much another barrier to prevent from selling the tokens. But ultimately, it's to prevent people from selling on the first day. I get you. All right, sounds great. Now, let's talk about the roadmap. We're at Q2 right now. Looks like you guys do have 100% checked off on everything in Q2. We're heading to, actually, we are on Q3 right now, currently. You have 10%. You have game launch, DEX listing, coin market cap listing, staking. When is that coming out?
So with the staking, we're actually looking forward for a month from now from the launch of the game. Our staking will be done basically on the tokens itself. So we'll be staking your tokens to receive passive income from them.
Did you say a month there, Felipe?
Yeah, something about a month for now.
Okay, perfect. All right. Developing new NFTs, and I do see that you guys do have that custom NFT. Could you elaborate on that?
Traditional NFTs, not being only the bowling, we actually have the bowling floors, which would be the lands, so to speak. And of course, people who own the lands would be the second type of NFTs. The people who own the lands will not only be able to receive more passive income by having the land itself, but also will be able to sell it, which will be way more valuable on the marketplace. So the second NFTs, the custom NFTs we'll be talking about would be the so-called bowling floors, which is our lands.
Oh, okay, like one of those like bowling lanes, right? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly. Bowling floors. Sorry, I said it wrong. It's like the bowling floor, which is a land, basically. We just had a fancy name for it, saying the bowling floor.
I see. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. And you have virtual reality on quarter 3. Update new tracks, marketplace. For those that are not sure, what is PvP mode? What does that stand for?
So the PvP mode will actually be the mode that you see on the VR, but actually be having much more people there. Is the places where it's actually the competition, the champ, where you actually need to perform better than the players. You need to strike more balls than other players to actually receive the higher rewards. So what you see there on the VR, it will actually be something multiplayer. So you'll not be there alone. You'll be there with another very other players with their own bowling alleys. So everyone is there playing bowling, trying to strike as many pins as possible, and that will be our PvP mode, which is everyone against everyone.
Perfect. Thanks for that clarification. Now, in quarter 2 there, Felipe, it looks like you guys are planning the metaverse, as well as Launchpad and Incubator, huh? Okay, so ultimately you guys want to have a Launchpad as well.
Yeah, we actually have an incubator for new projects. So any kind of other projects that are interested in the metaverse or metaverse specifically, we actually want to develop this project inside of our metaverse, make a place for them inside of our metaverse. So we'll not be just Strike Crypto. We'll be seeing another games inside of the metaverse.
And it looks like you guys have things underway already because you guys have that listed under Q4. Which is around, end of Q4 is around what, maybe 5 months away, around there?
Yeah. It's about at the end of the year.
Okay, yeah, perfect. All right. Sounds good. Now let's go into, is there anything else you want to speak about? Now on the partnership, I do have to see that the partnership section that you have on the website, I do recognize a lot of these names on here. But one thing really, stand out was that play and earn. I have not seen that before, as well as that DApp Radar. What type of relationship do you guys have with them?
So PlayEarn is actually a blockchain game list. So it's a website that are listing every play to earn game. So if you go there and check it out, our project is there. DApp Radar is something similar. You actually list tokens in there. So most of these things you can see here is listing token platforms. The PlayEarn actually being exclusively for play to earns.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the game is very, very straightforward, very basic. But it seems like you guys put a lot of thought behind it. Really want to mimic real life bowling, through the metaverse eventually. But right now, currently, it's on the VR right now. But yeah, guys. So to summarize the whole thing, it's pretty much a bowling game that represents the real world based on your skill set, and you get to earn money. Pretty much playing bowling games. Now, you guys have a lot of bowlers. I mean, what kind of background does your team have? Are you guys really passionate about bowling? How did the concept come about?
We actually have some people on the team that like bowling very much. People that, as I mentioned, we ended up, we know about bowling as we have developed our project to be similar as the Kinect bowling on the Xbox or the Wii U bowling on the Xbox. I don't know how many people remember it. I don't even know if they sell Wii U anymore or connect to Xbox anymore. But we basically try to develop our engine, our VR engine around that. So you can see it's pretty much the same as this kind of games used to play on Wii U and Xbox Kinect.
Perfect. All right. I think we covered pretty much everything there, Felipe. Did we miss anything?
All right. So about the taxes, sorry, I actually take it up for you guys here. I've talked to the team. So about the taxes, we have, of course, this is be by buying and selling. We have 4% of the tokens will be going up to taxes, will be going up to marketing, 4% will be going to development, and 2% will be going up to liquidity. This is the same for buying and selling. So hence the 10/10 taxes here, but of course we'll be lowering it in the near future.
All right, perfect. Yeah, thanks for that follow-up. So 4% to marketing development and 2% to marketing. What's the other 4% that I missed that you said there?
It's 2% for the liquidity pool.
I see. Okay, so 2% goes to liquidity, and that's both for buy and sell.
Yes, that's the same.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds great. I think we covered pretty much everything. Anything else that we missed that you want to speak on?
No, actually, this is pretty much everything. We talk about the game, we talk about the NFTs, we talk about some of the new NFTs, which will be the lands, about the chain itself. And of course, blockchain is completely doxed. If anyone want to check it out on our website, we actually have LinkedIn for everyone of the team. So if you want to check it out, our profiles, want to check it out, our backgrounds, what we actually worked for, is everything on our website.
Perfect. And we will also post the GemPad link for you guys to, the launch is in 2 days from now. And again, the soft cap is 35 BNB. It is a fair launch. And they raised 15 BNB for the private sale. Yeah, very straightforward.
Yeah, I would like to say too that we are actually diamond tier on GenPad, which is the highest tier for any kind of project.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, so what that means is that for those that are not familiar with GemPad, so what Felipe is saying is that usually GemPad, they look into the project, they vet the project, very thorough. We actually partner with GemPad as well, and they determine based on the concept of the team and whatever else, that different variables, and based on that, they determine which project goes to which tier. So being a diamond tier, GemPad feel like the project is really legit and that there's a lot of trust behind it, and that they think the concept of the project will do very well. So that's why they get the diamond tier, which is a great thing.
Yeah, we actually work very hard for that one. We actually have to deliver a lot of stuff to them so we can receive the diamond tier.
Yeah, 100%. We all partner with them as well, so we do have an idea of the expectations to get to the diamond tier. So I'm glad that you guys went through all the processes and able to get the diamond tier. I think that puts a lot of confidence, to the investors. So that's great. All right, Felipe, I think we cover pretty much everything, man. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. You guys have a very simple game, but very well thought out. If there's nothing that you want to speak on, there's nothing else, we're going to open up the mic for questions, and Mike will handle that.
All right, let's go through the community questions.
Hey, Felipe, appreciate the AMA tonight. Absolutely amazing. Very detailed. You're a great speaker. Seattle, amazing host as always. So our first question comes from Alex Casa. This question is, do you have any bug bounty to check for the weakness of the games? It is a couple parts. I'll stop there.
All right, let's see if I understood it correctly. He spoke about if you have any kind of bugs.
Right, yeah, if there's any bugs to your game, yeah.
Yeah, of course we have some bugs or some minor glitches, some minor details we have to fix on our VR game. The VR game is actually under development. You see like a demonstrator gameplay, but some things need to be smoothed out. There's some things we need to make smoother. It looks smooth, but there's some things we need to make better. But basically, the only thing we actually need to fix one thing here and there, it's the VR game in itself. Everything else has been tested on the testnet for BSC.
Thank you for that. And second part of Alex is also how many players can be on the server at once? And is the server is 32, 64, or 128-bit?
You mean actually playing the game at the same time on the same room, or actually playing overall worldwide?
It's the question is join on a server, so however much a server can hold.
I believe the server can hold a large amount of people, as many people as BSC could have. But the question about servers being 54 and 28 bits, I actually don't have that information for you. Let me see here if someone from the team actually knows it. Give me just a second to question them about that.
Sure, take your time, brother.
Ele está perguntando aqui sobre a máquina do servidor, se ela é 64 bits, se ela é 32. Eu também não entendi muito a pergunta dele.
Eu não sei que isso influencia muito, mas eu acredito que seja 64.
Alright,
não
so...
tenho informação 100%, né? Mas acredito que seja.
So, alright, our machines in the server are actually 54 bits. I guess that was the question Alex did. It's about how many bits there is on the machine. But yeah, it's 54 bits.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for that. And his last question is, will you have a feature in your P2E where players can interact and hear each other's voices or maybe chat with each other? And how much can I get playing your game?
Absolutely. So VR actually make voice communication possible. Chat is actually something, the normal chat is actually something really hard to do because you can actually type correctly in VR. But of course, voice chat is something completely doable. Something VR actually lets you do. You can get as many money as you can playing your game. As I said, you can have unlimited amounts of NFTs as long as the NFT supply itself is not over, as long as you have boxes to be minted. But you can basically play every time with all of your balls if you want to, with all your NFTs, and score a very high amount of tokens every day. But as I said, you actually have that coin fee, which is 50% for the first day, 40% for the second, and so on and so on.
Thank you for that. Wow, that's actually a pretty good amount of daily gain you can get there. Wow. Next question comes from Christina. Let's see here. It's obvious that tokens are the core part of your project, and the buy and sell tax is a key part of the revenue. So if investors buy and hold and do not sell, how do you balance or fund the marketing and other parts of the project that need attention? There's another question too.
All right. So as I said, we actually be receiving this kind of taxes not only for selling but actually for buying. So we actually are taking about a lot of money from the buying pressure, which is, and even so, if there is no buying, no selling at all, we actually have a spare money we have from the private sales and the launches. And of course, we have a vesting for a team. There are percentage of the tokens for our teams that is locked. There actually is 5% of the token supply locked for a team that will be vested. This is something that we'll be holding out if there is no volume on the chart. If there is no one buying or selling the chart in the chart.
Perfect. That actually answered her second question there. So next question comes from Obers. Let's see. Aside from free to play and play to earn, anonymity is one of the reasons players are switching to blockchain games. So what kind of information will player be required to provide before they can play your game, and or will the wallet address be the only means of identification?
As a completely decentralized finance project, as a DeFi project, everything would be your wallet. You don't need to do KYC, you don't need to do any kind of doxing itself. Only your wallet is all you need. And of course, your notification would be your wallet address.
Yep, DeFi. Let's see. Aladi here. His question is him or her. I'm sorry. His question is: my question is in the digital world. Copyright protection is extremely important. So how does it work? How is it guaranteed that your token? Now, who is the real owner? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the second question. So I'll stop there.
So the first question he wants to know, it's about copyright issues. Is that it?
Correct.
So, all right. Behind copyright issues, we actually have taken care of the team in the terms of the service of the project. So it actually owned to the entire team itself, especially the core team, which is Wesley, Sarah, Andre, and Kleber. So everything will be handed over to their hands. They're the core team, and so they're in charge of basically everything. So copyright-wise, they're the ones that will be overseeing it, especially Wesley, which is our CEO.
Perfect. Lobo, do you have a question before I proceed? I see you unmuted here. Okay, moving on. So the second part of that question is, how is it guaranteed that Strike Crypto or the system, actually, I'm sorry, that was part of the first question. Who is the real owner of the NFT in the marketplace? And what if the people who create the same NFT but change a little thing of it? So how does that affect you?
How do you mean the same NFT? You mean the same game that is a copy of the game itself? Because in the end, the NFTs will be actually all minted from the NFT contract itself. So it will be completely random. And of course, all of the NFTs, the contract would be in the hands of the team, especially the core team, the development team. So everything will basically be owned by the development team, but the core team itself, because everyone is involved in the project.
Perfect. Yeah, that explains it exactly. Yeah. Let's see. That one was answered. Let's see. Next question comes from Brandon. Gamers play and are busy playing games and don't realize the facts about technology or blockchain world. Is there a feature for them to change, and how do you educate the gamers who are not knowledgeable about your project and things that rely to blockchain technology?
So this is something very, very interesting, because I gotta say we have some partnership with some Twitch streamers and of course from YouTubers. So we actually have a partnership closed with a Brazilian Twitch streamer, which is kind of famous here in our country. So it will be done by these Twitch streamers, these influencers on the gamer community. So we'll be actually doing a partnership with them. They'll be actually streaming our game. They'll be showing our game to the people from the gaming community. So our partnership is our way to actually go to those people that doesn't know how blockchain can actually make something completely new from the games itself.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And let's see. Next question comes from Deanna. Summarized up here is, how do you keep your investors to hold, and what do you have for the future for your investors?
So what makes our investors to hold the token is, of course, as long as people keep buying the tokens will be actually getting more and more valuable. And of course, the more tokens you have, the more NFTs you can buy. And of course, the more NFTs you can buy, you can actually do more money. You can have actually far more money. And of course, we not be having our NFTs or not balling NFTs, normal NFTs. We actually be having very near future the selling of the lens NFTs. Of course, the lens NFTs, you'll be needing way more money to buy it, way more tokens to buy it than the balling NFTs itself.
Good answer. Thank you for that. Hopefully that answers your answer there, Deanna. Next one comes from Savani. It's summarized up here. Is to let's see. The gaming sector is extremely competitive, and the platforms are hard to work. And there are a lot of P2E games coming out. So how do you stay in competition with these other P2E games?
So as I said, we actually going up in partnership with a lot of Twitch streamers, a lot of YouTube streamers. So these streamers, which are also gamers, will be actually taking new people to us. We'll be actually seeing how our game is. I believe we are probably one of a kind in this VR stuff, in the VR space, because there is not much of VR games out there, especially play to earn games, and which is of course easily and accessible for everyone. So we take up on the question that we actually being the one of a kind on this kind of thing, and of course giving up development of our VR, which is something that many projects don't have. Many projects you see out there that they are saying that they create a metaverse, that they are going to create a VR, but it ended up being just promises. As you can see here from the video we made, the video I shared with you guys, the game is basically done, complete already. We not even started our press sale. We not even launched our token. So we have a lot of things already made, even before the token launches or even before we start our press sale for our launch.
Awesome. Appreciate that. And that actually answers Honey's question. So the next question is from Jorel. It's about NFTs. NFT gaming is the fact that most of the games are pay to win. And, the more expensive the NFT you buy, the easier you can win. So how will Strike Crypto make sure that the game isn't a play to win and fair?
All right, so the first thing will be the first launch, the first offering of the NFT boxes. All the NFT boxes will be of the same price. I'll be 5,000 tokens each. So it's actually based on lucky in the first boxes. So if you want to get a good NFT, you actually need to be lucky. And the luck factor maybe not look fair for everyone, but is basically one of the most fair ways to develop this sort of games, to give people the NFTs they need to play the game.
Perfect. There's quite a few questions here, actually, so I'll just go through a couple more. Please, if there's any more questions that I missed from the community, please feel free to reach out to Felipe or a team member or to join their group and ask these questions. But I'll go through a couple more here. Next one is from Payal. Liquidity pools are used to facilitate decentralized financial lending staking. And we have seen that liquidity has become a more integral part of many ecosystems. Many projects run into liquidity problems. What liquidity system will your project use to increase your token value?
So, as I said, we have 20% liquidity pool taxes on buying and selling. So, being a total of 4% of the total taxes on trading going to liquidity pool. Not only that, we actually have liquidity coming over from private sale under fair launch. So, our fair launch is a soft cap of 35 BNB, but it has no hard cap. So, it means anything beyond that, any amount of value beyond that is, of course, going everything into the liquidity pool. So most of the fair launch value, of course, always goes up to liquidity pool.
Perfect, strong floor. I like it. Next question comes from Gen Z. Is many games don't support mobile devices, and that reduces the attraction of many players around the world. Can I play Strike Crypto on a mobile and on PC, or is there a version for Android and iOS? And the last question is, what are the PC requirements to play your game if it's on PC?
All right, so for now, Strike Crypto is actually an app based on the web. So web browsers, anything you'll have to do in your PC actually demands almost nothing from a PC, and based on specs, you actually need you can have a simple PC as possible, only a PC that actually will be able to run up Google Chrome or any kind of web browser that supports MetaMask. So if you have a PC able to keep up to that, it's all you need to actually to play the game. But regarding the VR itself, yeah, VR as it is, of course, new technology, more than many technology, you need a better PC for VR, of course. But for the gaming itself, a simple PC, like a very normal PC, can actually do the job.
Perfect. So yeah, that guy's very basic laptop PC. You'll be able to play this game no problem. All right, so the next question, actually a few of these are already answered. So coming to Putri, Nibala, a lot of high potential tokens that failed because of their earnings were not sustainable or consistent due to the whales. What type of anti-whale methods will you provide for your project?
All right, we not only have the claiming fees, which is, of course, one of the ways to stop whales from just dumping the chart on the first day. We also have the luck factor on our boxes, and we have a very small amount of supply for the rarer NFTs, so you'll be seeing less and less of those. And of course, we have the ranking system, which is only a few number of players will be able to receive the full rewards, the higher rewards, which is the player that will be on rank 1. So in 5 players, only 1 player will actually have a lot of tokens in their hands. And so this actually controls the token stability, because in the end, you two will not be winning all the games, will not be placed on rank 1 in all the games. So these factors actually help make the tokens not be in the hands of many people, many tokens in the hands of many people, like those play to earn games that actually give you, I don't know, 5,000 tokens a day, like you, so you can just sell it and dump it on the same day. You don't have a minimum you don't have an amount of days, like a cooldown to take the tokens, or like you don't have a lucky factor or something like that that can actually stop you from getting the maximum amount of tokens in a single day.
Perfect. Yeah. There's actually quite a few more questions, but I will pick one more. Let's see. And please, guys, actually, you know what? Before I go on, is there anyone on voice that would like to ask a question? Please unmute yourself.
So can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Chase.
Perfect.
Okay, my question is, to avoid boredom and while playing, the game, will you guys pay attention to improve the graphics and other features and other parts? Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, as I can listen to you, but I don't understand very very well your question. You're asking if we intend to polish the design of our games, is that it?
Yeah. I say, will you guys focus to improve graphics or other features in the game? And secondly, another huge part about game out, which is getting players to join the fun. And so my question, what kind of marketing strategies do you have in place, and what kind of partnership do you have to boost the ecosystem and
Oh, all right.
make players who are, especially new players who are new to crypto, easily understand the gameplay? Get the question?
So actually, for marketing, we're actually going up doing AMAs in various channels. We're going up to Telegram channels that is, of course, related to crypto, but we also have partnership with Twitch streamers and YouTubers. Like as I said, we have already closed partnership with a Twitch streamer from our country, which is very, very famous. So it is someone who not only have people inside the crypto space doing marketing inside the crypto space itself, but also outside of the crypto space with the gaming community, which would also be interested in your game, because not only for people interested in crypto, also people who love bowling, who love esports. I don't know if this answers your questions or not, Chase.
Yeah, kind of. Well, actually, I was saying, all players that plays the game, especially those who are new to crypto or just getting started, easily understand the gameplay, and do they still enjoy the game and earn if they have little knowledge about cryptocurrency or crypto-related products?
Yes, of course. We have a playing manual in our website. We actually how to play through is very straightforward. Not only that, in our white paper, we actually have instructions of how to play the game, on how to get started, on how to buy our boxes. So if you have any kind of questions about how to do everything in themselves inside of our website by playing it, we actually have everything covered in our white paper. So if you're new in the crypto space, if you don't know what to do, just hop onto our white paper. We have everything explained there. But the game itself is pretty straightforward. It's a bowling game. Just requires a little bit of skill on bowling.
Okay, man. Thanks.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Chase. Is there anyone else on voice that would like to ask the questions before I get to the last question here? Alrighty. So there actually are quite a few more questions, but I'm going to pick one more. Please, if I missed them, and I know I have, reach out to Felipe here or hop into the Telegram and ask your questions. The last one here is coming from Melvin. I want to know that there are challenges in building the project, and do you feel that you're satisfied with your progress? And when you look back to the day, I'm sorry, it was a little broken English here. So his question actually summarizes, are you satisfied with how your accomplishments have achieved till now? And are they expected from where you started?
Yeah. Actually, from since we started, we actually have a lot of things to do to this game. We actually worked very hard on the development of the metaverse. So, as you guys could say by the video I shared with you, we actually have a pretty smooth game, really cool game already, almost ready. So I would say that from someone that started from scratch, that is, a lot of things. Because as I said, 4 years later, our team actually used to play on a low market cap place to do some kind of money from themselves, to start playing on the crypto space itself. And now we are here with a project, with a very cool project, with a very cool game that's almost ready, and with a very cool team. And of course, about the roadmap, we actually are following a roadmap pretty precisely. So yeah, say we are very glad about everything we've come so far.
Perfect. Appreciate all your answers tonight, Felipe. I'm actually a old school bowler myself. I used to be sanctioned on a team, so I can actually relate to this, and I really enjoy it. You're a great speaker, and I'm going to kick it back to Seattle for a closing before the giveaway.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mike. Thanks for that, Felipe. Great answer. I think you articulated yourself very well. And so I think that should wrap everything up, Felipe. Now, one thing that we usually do is we like to send our people to your Telegram room, if that's what you want, and Mike will go over there and pick like a $25 winner over there. Is that something that you'd like us to do?
Yeah, you can actually do it on your project here itself, because in our Telegram group, we're actually already doing a giveaway for our NFT. So if anyone here wants, jump on our international Telegram, our English Telegram, and we have a giveaway of NFT here. You can actually participate it and be the lucky winner of NFT, which actually could become a Supreme NFT or even Epic NFT. So yes, if you guys want, you guys can do the giveaway here in our chat.
Perfect. So what we do is, Felipe, Johnny's going to say, join your Telegram room and say Great AMA at USA Crypto Group. Then after that, you can pick one of the winners over there for the NFT. How does that sound?
I don't know about that, because in the end, I'm not the one doing the giveaway for the NFT. It's actually other people from the team, probably the CEO itself, is actually going over how it's going to be. So about the cash prize itself, you guys can do it here. No problem at all.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, that's great. Yeah. So we will do that. We'll send people to your room, so to raise awareness to your room as well, and Mike will pick a winner for $25. With that said, Felipe, is there any last word you want to leave us with?
I actually gotta say that I'm really grateful to be here, guys, on USA Crypto Group. It's been really awesome to be here doing an AMA with you guys, especially with you, Seattle and Mike. You guys are very awesome, very cool hosters, and I'm gonna really be grateful for everyone that coming up so far, as of course everyone that is supporting your project. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, sounds great, guys. So just to remind everyone, the pre-sale is going on in 2 days, on the 20th, over in Gempact, and they're a diamond tier. So it's not your lowest tier there. This is actually top tier. And they are doing a soft cap of 35 BNB, and it is a fair launch. So it looks like there may be some hype behind this project here. Again, Philip, appreciate all the very detailed answers to everything. And I really think the project concept is great. Like I said, we all play bowling before, right? So I think the concept has a huge reach out there. So with that, Mike is going to take over, and he's going to do his thing.
What's up, community? Love you guys as always. So here we are, giveaway time. We have one random attendee. I'll be grabbing this $25 off this wheel here. I'll be sifting through all the questions, great questions, and I'll be even reading the ones that I didn't ask to make sure I didn't miss any good ones. And I'll be picking a $25 winner there as well. And like Seattle said, Johnny is in the main group. I'm sure in the next couple of minutes telling you how to join over to Strike Crypto's Telegram group and win an additional $25. Before I get started, Felipe, would you like me to draw your NFT winner off this wheel here? And then I can tag you in it for whoever wins that NFT?
Yeah, no, to give away for the NFT will be completely different from here. We'll be doing something else entirely different. So yeah, you guys can just be free to do your cash out, your cash prize giveaway here. No problem at all.
Perfect. All right. With that being said, we'll get a couple of shuffles here, grab our one winner for a random attendee. And I will, right after this as well, I will be sure to get you guys over the recordings, and I'll be uploading it to YouTube and get you that link as well. Juno, congratulations, won yourself $25. All right, guys, that is it for the wheel tonight. Thank you for all our participants tonight. We have a total of 162. I know I got 147 on the wheel. I actually stopped putting names in the last 5 minutes there because I was asking questions. But thank you for all the attendees, and congratulations. Felipe, amazing AMA, very detailed. You're a great speaker. Hopefully have you back soon. Seattle, amazing host as always.
Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, appreciate it again, Felipe. Thanks, Mike. All right, that was an amazing AMA. So make sure you guys check out Gempat if you have not done so. Johnny, if you can go ahead and do a / partnership, so that way Gempat information pops up. So that's where the pre-sale will be taking place at. Make sure you guys check them out. Diamond tier again. So awesome, guys. We're going to go ahead and I got to run. Got a few things I got to do. But if you guys like, we're going to leave the mic open for a bit.
All right, let me get this stop recording.